One of the assurances given was that if the chief minister hails from Andhra region, those days there was no difference between Andhra and Rayalaseema. This was called Andhra region. The only two regions were there. If the chief minister happens to be from the other region, the deputy chief minister will be from the Telangana region and vice versa. So a regional committee was there to look after and supervise the implementation of all these things. So therefore, with this background, the state was formed. And the first chief minister was Mr. Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, who was a deputy chief minister in the Andhra state. Prior to that, he was deputy chief minister in Tanguturu Prakasham's cabinet. When the state was formed, he was a deputy chief minister in Bejwada Gopal Reddy's cabinet. On 1st November, he became the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, but he didn't appoint a deputy chief minister. The reason given was by him and agreed to by the gentleman of Telangana. The gentleman who signed the agreement was that the position of a deputy chief minister was like a sixth finger to the hand, which will be of no use. He said it, our people accepted it, and deputy CM was not appointed. Things wouldn't have been different even if a chief minister was appointed from this. That's a different story. But the point that I'm trying to underscore is the way in which the solemn assurances given were violated on the very first day of formation of state. That was a beginning. And this continued. Revenues generated in this area were transferred for the development of other region. One violation. Seats reserved for the local candidates in the educational institutions, particularly in the faculties of engineering and technology and medicine, were given to the candidates coming from the other regions. Employment opportunities available in this region were given to others by giving false mulki certificates or violating rules or relaxing the rules. Lakhs and lakhs of agricultural land was purchased by the migrants from the coastal districts under Benami transaction. Benami transaction, they buy it on somebody's name to circumvent the law. So that way this violation of agreement went on and on until 1968. Then the people of Telangana woke up. They said, what is happening? Then there was a revolt. Some of you must have witnessed the Telangana movement of 1968-69 when there was a big turmoil in the state, demanding separate state for Telangana because the assurances were flouted. Then the government of the time realized, and again they met, and leaders of various political parties met and arrived at another agreement which is known as all-party accord. The purpose of that accord was to undo the damage done. But within 2 months after arriving at the accord, somebody went to the court of law and court said it cannot be implemented. Then the issue became complicated. Then the Prime Minister of the time, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, formulated some more formula. One is known as 8-point formula, other is known as 5-point formula, so on and so forth. The purpose of all these formula, I will tell you later. But when the Prime Minister foisted another, I am using the word foisted, another, because it was foisted, nobody asked for it. 8-point formula, the purpose was to give more safeguards to the Telangana region, to give more powers to the regional committee to prevent the recurrence of such events in the future. They said these have to be implemented, and the money which was diverted from the region for the development of the region should be restored with interest, and that should be invested for the development of the region. Then there was a reaction from Andhra region. They said, we don't want to live in this Andhra Pradesh with all these conditions. Either you scrap the safeguards given to the region or form a separate state of Andhra. That is known as Jai Andhra movement of 1972-73. 69 people of Telangana demanded separation, 72 people of Andhra demanded separation. Because the government of the time did not concede the request of the people of Telangana, it was not prepared to concede the request of Andhras as well. Therefore, another formula was foisted, which is known as 6-point formula. 6-point formula has been a death blow for the Telangana region because, in a sense, it consisted of scrapping of mulki rules, which were upheld by the Supreme Court, scrapping of regional committee, scrapping of the practice of showing the statement of account regarding income and expenditure of both the regions, scrapping everything, and dividing the state into 7 regions instead of 2 regions. They call zones now. Now the Andhra Pradesh state is divided into 7 zones, treating the capital city of Hyderabad as a separate zone. That is the crux of the problem. What was the purpose? The demand of the leaders of Andhra was that capital city should be accessible equally to everybody. Fair enough. It sounds well in any democracy. People living in different parts of the country, state should have equal access to the capital city. It sounds very well. But what has happened to the Telangana region because of that particular provision? As some of you know, the capital city of Hyderabad was developed by the Nizams in the feudal lords over a period of 400 years. And that development took place at the neglect of development of districts. That was the feudal regime that has happened. But the consolation for the people of Telangana was that wherever people of Telangana lived, the facilities created in the capital city were meant exclusively for them. Anybody from Warangal, anybody from Nizamabad, Karimnagar was free to come to Hyderabad, enjoy those facilities. But after the imposition of 6-point formula, capital city became open to everybody. All reservations were cancelled. So they thought that what happens in a situation which is not balanced? The facilities available in a developed city will be grabbed by those who are economically powerful and politically influential. Telangana people never had that advantage. There are other sections which are economically powerful and politically influential. Therefore, today, the capital city of Hyderabad is swamped by the people from other regions of the state. In that process, what has become? People like me hailing from Warangal, my forefathers, even though my place was neglected, today I am a non-local for Hyderabad. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is a local for Hyderabad. I have no grievance. My grievance is that you be there, enjoy the facilities. Don't deprive me of my facilities. I am deprived of my facilities. This background I am giving you to give you an insight into the presentation that I am going to make about the disparities in the levels of development in various sectors of the economy. Before that, I would like to give you the summary of these agreements. So many provisions were there. The purpose, to put it in a very brief manner, is threefold. Number one was to ensure a speedier development of the region, utilizing the resources available there in the shortest possible span of time. The time expected at that time was about 5 years, later extended 10 years, 15 years, could be even 20 years. It's now 44 years. The major purpose of those agreements, the sum total of those agreements, was to ensure a speedier development so as the disparities between the regions are removed. Where do we stand? That's what I am going to tell you.